Here we are at jolly old Sydney Airport, about to head off on our first adventure in over 2.5 years. My beloved wife is complaining because there is no coffee shops open at 6 o'clock in the morning.
6:30.
It's 6:30 in the morning and no coffee shops are open. We can buy as much booze as we want, we can buy as many confectionery things as we want, but you're buggered if you can buy a sandwich. After minutes of looking for a place to eat, we found the cafe open. We thought we were going to starve to death.
We did.
We haven't. It's coffee and croissants in Sydney Airport. And so the excitement begins. Diane's happy because we've got an iPad with a built-in screen. So I'm going to be watching a movie. What are you going to do, Diane?
Watch a film.
So,
Hi everyone, while you're making your way to your seat, please maintain the distance between yourself and other customers where possible. It is mandatory you wear your face mask while you're on board this aircraft.
and like that, we're in New Zealand. We're ready to go.
Hey.
We're heading south.
We're going to Cambridge.
Okay, as part of the glorious thing of being let into New Zealand, we have to do our rat tests on day 0 or 1, which is day 1 for us. And then on day 5, so let's do my first ever rat test. The swab. Insert the soft end of the swab straight into your nostril, 2 centimetres. Slowly rotate. Does it say which, left or right? No, it just says stick it up a nostril, so stick it up.
Swab both nostrils, insert the soft end of the tube into your nostril.
Oh,
So
don't like that.
resistance is felt. Slowly rotated.
Okay, well, it's 17 minutes. That looks like a pretty negative test, so we haven't got the dreaded COVIDs, so we can continue on without isolating or doing anything. We've done our rapid antigen test, reported to the government that we are negative, very negative people, and we're now just taking a quick walk around here before we head on south down to Rotorua and Napier.
We're in Cambridge at the Hidden Lake. We stayed last night in the Hidden Lake Hotel, and this morning we're just strolling round the lake. We're in Tairau, which has a lot of corrugated iron. We're on the Napier-Taupo Road and we seem to have stopped for some sort of road work / traffic related thing. Here's Matthew admiring the scenery.
After a long drive south, we arrive at my sister Philippa's place in Clive, just outside Napier.
This is Chris and Lace. We're staying with them at the moment.
There it is. Perfect,
We're all going for a walk today. We're at Bellbird Bush Scenic Reserve, about to do a 15-minute loop walk through this beautiful bushland. Apparently these are North Island red beech trees, so we're told. And this small tree here is a lancewood.
I'm just trying to get this little bird here, and they flit around so much. Well, that was quite a magical little experience. We just saw we think it's a North Island robin, and They're extremely friendly little birds who literally hop up right in front of your face almost. Just down here is a trap for stoats and I'm sure stoats and weasels, I think it is. And if you look in here, you can just see there's an egg in there. And to encourage them in, they go to get the egg and then they get donked, I think. So not a very pleasant end if you're a stoat, but quite good for the bird because they get to live longer. Okay, Diane's going to do a quick demo. This is a little thing so you can see wetters. So it's constructed so the wetters are attracted to it. They hide inside or live inside, and the way it's constructed, you can open it up and have a look. Okay, let's do it.
And they are grasshopper-type creatures, but it's a bit murky.
There's a wetter in there somewhere. I don't know if you can see. Right, we're just going to close this little sucker up and leave him in peace to be interrupted by another passerby sometime later in the day, maybe. So we've now come up to Boundary Stream Reserve. Right, we're up at Boundary Stream. It's a reserve, birds and all that sort of thing in it. We're going to do a loop walk. Takes 1 hour. My sister will be leading us into the depths and darkness of the jungle. Okay, there's already a little bit of confusion. We can't decide which way to go. There's only 2 ways to go, so we've got 50% chance of being on the right track. They're up ahead of me now. Luckily, they've provided the sign for us. Okay, I'm going to get this wrong. This is a kahikatea tree. It's really old, and it's big as a house, even bigger. It's got loads of epiphytes and these New Zealand birds are frustrating little buggers. They do not come out to play very easily. It's very hard to find, and then they flit very quickly from place to place. So it looks like we've done a full loop track now, so that was about 45 minutes or so.
We're returning now to a lake. We've done a lovely walk round Boundary Stream Reserve, and now we're going back through the farmland with these amazing crags in it. We're at Lake Opawahi now, and we're about to walk around it.
This is actually a kiwi sanctuary, so they raise chicks here so they can be released in other areas. So it's like a little creche, and once they get to about 850 grams, they're then released into the wild, because after they get to that size, weasels and stoats, I think it's mainly stoats, they can fend off a stoat attack.
Join us next time when my brother Raymond gets hot under the collar, things boil over, and someone starts slinging mud.